No, I think we never really grabbed good control in that final quarter, and it did feel a little bit like we were going to maybe, there was an opportunity for us there to squeeze the game through, and I think crucially our line-out needed to have probably just held up a little bit better. That's where we started to lose possession and it get messy for us when we had opportunities. But I think we looked a little bit too edgy in that final quarter, and it didn't really look like we were the team going out to win the game. And in the end, we got on the back foot for too long, and obviously that last penalty, and the game's over. So, like I've said before in the other interview, I think we've got to be careful because we lost not to just see the negatives. It'd be very easy for me to look at those things like some of the silly penalties we gave away, and as I say, our line out getting shaky a bit, and like a little bit of lack of focus on a couple of restarts and things like that. But actually, a lot of what we did tonight was pretty good. We had good control of the game for quite large periods. Those are the bits we've got to make sure we focus on and make sure they remain there, and obviously keep working on the little bits and pieces that could potentially have seen the game home tonight. I mean, to let the 13-point lead slip so quickly as we did is a little bit of an issue for us. That's purely down to completing a couple of tackles and keeping the pressure on Northampton, and we didn't do that, and that made the game live again, didn't it? And once the game was live, there were errors from both sides who were trying to kind of almost tiptoe their way to the victory.
I assume you can't see George, the second Northampton try, you can't just appreciate that. You probably see the issues in the missed tackles.
Yeah, I see the issues in the missed tackles, and it sounds churlish to complain now. There's a pretty clear block as well. There's a pretty clear bump there that bumps someone off and opens up some space, and whatever. It's been chosen not to review, but like I said, that would be a bit churlish because I still think we've got the opportunity to make the tackles on him. And I think if we just a little bit harder work, a little bit more focus, I think we still get him there. And that's what we've got to do. There was probably a few things wrong with that passage of play. We probably didn't really get the restart high enough so we could catch him, before we got running. Then we don't really chase absolutely flat out, so he gets a bit of steam. And then we miss a tackle. Sometimes when you get bumped, it's almost because you're not really focused and you're not really carrying hard at things. And I think that's what slipped off a little bit. And like I say, that was a little bit of an issue from us, going well to then restarting and then conceding those points. But as I said, the guys have worked hard. They've shown a lot of fight. We were right in it right to the last seconds of the game. And to come to Northampton, that's normally a pretty good indicator. You're normally playing pretty well if you're that competitive against Northampton. We're probably just a little bit frustrated in there because we think we've made some errors. But I mean, great credit to Northampton. When the pressure needed to come on, they got at us at the line out. They kept on coming at us, and eventually they got the winning points. Okay.